Hello everyone, happy new moon in Capricorn. January 11th, the high peak is going to be at 3:57 Pacific Standard Time. All right, let me check the volume here, bring it up some more. All right. And 20 degrees 44 minutes. So I'm going to be reading your horoscope, and I'm going to start with Capricorn, okay? And then go from there. So this is the first new moon for January 2024. We have Jupiter direct, okay, and that started like December 30th, 2023. So by January 1st, it was direct. So it's a good time to utilize the energy, the manifesting energy of Jupiter, which is like luck. I have my notebooks for this year, so it's like luck, easy manifesting. You get things done faster. Jupiter, it's like a very good energy for all of that. Um, just feeling more optimistic as well. Okay, so that's really, really a powerful um, planet to work with. Okay, and so is Saturn, but Jupiter being direct, very powerful right now. Jupiter is in Taurus for this new moon, okay, in the fifth house. So for Taurus, really good for you to utilize this new moon for that energy, okay? So the only planet we have retrograde other than the nodes is Uranus in Taurus. All right, for Taurus, and this one's showing it's in the sixth house, okay? So as the planets are moving, things are shifting as we go. You just work with the energy that you have right now, and especially if it's a powerful planet that's in your chart, or if you feel like, hey, I really need this luck, this type of energy right now. All right, so hopefully you guys can't hear my book, my leaf going, but I love writing notes. I love taking the time to do that and really looking back. And it serves really good to look back at, what happened, what's going on, what did I did, at this point. And someone that I used to read for, or a few people, they like to take notes and look back and they're like, yeah, this is what you said, did happen. And, it was like, yeah, I channel the energy, you channel the message, and also the horoscope, it does relate, okay? And then you have the power of manifesting whatever it is that you want. So I'm really big on that positive mind and so on, okay? So this being the first new moon, it's a good idea right now. When you guys will see this video, I'll put it up tonight on the 8th. It'll be a good idea to write down, hey, what do I want to manifest? Because right now we're in a waning moon, which is getting rid of things you don't need. Great time to clean up, organize, stuff like that. Okay? Really great time to do that. So let's read the chart. Let's get it going for all the zodiacs, okay? So Capricorn, happy birthday to all the Capricorns out there. Capricorn, you are in the second house of Taurus, another fellow earth sign. And for everyone, a meditation time of like 45 minutes to even 50 minutes to like relax, meditate. And probably the easiest time to do that is probably when you wake up or right before bed. If you fall asleep really, really easily, maybe right before bed might be, it's okay if you fall asleep, but, use that time to kind of relax and think, and the high peak is going to be early in the morning. So you don't have to like stay up for it, or wake up early for that high peak. You can set your intentions, okay? And being 20 degrees, it will be pretty strong enough new moon, okay? So for Capricorn, focusing on your money, your finance will be really good, okay? And I believe like today, no, that's another reading, no. I'll get into that in another video. But for Capricorn, being in the second house of Taurus, your money finance will be a good thing to work on or to manifest on, set intentions on, all of that. The things that you possess, you know, like getting organized, um, seeing what it is that you want. What do you identify with? I feel like some of you will be changing your thought, your values, what you value, and so on. You might be redoing your work schedule, your life schedule, your planning. What do you want to have? What do you not want to have? So a lot of redirecting what is important to you, okay? And really fighting for that and really protecting that. So even connecting to that Pluto energy, because Pluto is in the second house with you as well. Okay. And of course, the sun, the self, it's your birth time now. So that's really powerful for you to set intentions, write things down, have a, you know, some of you, I feel like strongly like to pray a lot, to manifest a lot, however you manifest your thing, whatever you believe in, it's good for you to write that down and really keep a journal for that. And I feel like that's good for everyone too, okay? I try to get my camera to work for this video, but I try to stay consistent with the style of each video, but my camera was just not vibing. So I guess, you know, it wants me to do it this way. But yeah, that's what it is. For you guys, okay? So just really focus on your finances. That would be really good for you guys, and really get things organized. It being on the 11th too is very much it's like a powerful master number. So you can even tap into the numerology of the day as well as an 11. Okay, a master of self, and what strong message do you want to give to yourself and the world? So it's really infusing something positive. Okay, moving into waxing moon and creating and manifesting. Okay, so think about that, and while you're watching this video before the 11th, you know, think about what you want to get rid of, and that's like the powerful message for really everyone. All right, so let's go into Aquarius next. Okay, so for Aquarius next, you'll have some of the second house and third house energy. Okay, and really focusing on what are the most important things for you, like, you know, clearing your mind, a lot of clearing your mind, understanding things, um, like the details of things, what happened in the beginning of something. So I feel like for some of you, you need to know what's happening in the beginning of something so that you're getting like all of the information that you need, the best information that you need on something. Okay, and then for others, it will be looking at your finance and your planning for 2024. Okay, so some of you will be doing that kind of finance planning, and that would be really important for you. Okay, and then for others, it will be more of understanding the beginning of things, like what was the initial thing that happened, and that will kind of give you a better guidance on the decision you have to make, something you have to believe. It will just guide you. Okay, so I feel like when you hear that, you'll know intuitively, okay, that's what it is for me. Now Pisces, you guys will have some of the third house. Some of you will be experiencing that on the new moon. Others will be the fourth house. Okay. And Pisces, you have that Neptune energy. So that's really home for you. So really connect to your planet being direct, and think of manifesting things that is easy for you, okay, to manifest through your imagination. Really focusing on, hey, what do I really want? And how can I get there? And that's really through you going into dream state, meditation. Things naturally flow for you with that Neptune energy, okay? And of using your imagination, your creativity, and so on, okay? And then for others, you'll be tapping into your Saturn energy, which is really mastering something so that you are getting the full benefit of enjoying your life without stress, without worry. So really master something, focus on that so that it's like your bread and butter, your foundation. Okay. For Aries, some of you will experience a lot of the fourth house and some a little bit of the fifth house experience. Okay. Now, there's still a lot of healing for you to go through, receiving information, help, and being guided by people that love and care for you. Others will be really needing to work through their North Node karma and their North Node guidance. Okay, so whatever your North Node is, you'll really need to focus on, okay, this is where I need to be, and realize that the big picture is really healing, and the core of whatever your issue is, the core of yourself, that's going to be really powerful. And being in the fourth house, think about home, family, and how that will play a role in your healing. Okay, for others, it will be really not forgetting yourself and stepping into yourself and finding healing there, because the fifth house does have Jupiter. So you can kind of like feed into that energy. Okay. So each sign, just because there's so many people under one sign, you're not going to all have the same experience or what you need to focus on that new moon. So you're starting that new start, and that's going to be really powerful. Okay. So for Taurus now, Taurus, you have Jupiter in the fifth house. Okay. You have Uranus in the sixth house. So some of you will be feeling the fifth house or the sixth house energy. For the ones in the fifth house, will be more focusing on going after your goals and really utilizing Jupiter to make things easier for you for the rest of the year. Okay, so looking at this as your work and what your creativity and what works best for you. So you'll be focusing on that. Okay, and what brings you fun, what brings you creativity, how can you express yourself. The other Taurus, you might feel that you need to be focusing on your work and your health and improving yourself. Okay, and I find that to be so true, that each sign you could have some of the same experiences, but you could have more leaning over to the house next to your sign, or a little bit of that, right? Because the chart we're moving, we're not just in one spot. So you'll have different experiences, and sometimes it's not only your own personal experience, it could be someone close to you and you're having that experience, but there's still a lesson in that for you. So for Gemini, you'll be feeling more the need to be more private, more reserved. Okay, and a sixth and seventh house experiences. So for some of you, this new moon is about your work and your health and your daily activities, your daily work, and maybe changing up plans regarding that in the sixth house. Others would be more of your relationship and your partnership experiences, whether it's marriage, friendship, love, and really trying to say heal that. Okay, and not having any planets necessarily in those houses for you. The same thing like Aquarius, it's just you figuring out what those important things are for your Either it is for your work and your health and your lifestyle, your daily planning and your daily focus needs to improve. And then the seventh house of finding balance in your relationship, your partnerships. Finding balance, maybe it's the way you perceive people, the way you handle things, so on. But just realizing um, also how unbalanced others are and how that will throw you off. So, really healing that and also finding your own balance, okay? And your own timing. Cancer, you will be experiencing definitely a lot of the eighth house, okay? And really, this new moon is about you putting yourself in your own energy, your own thoughts. And it's a powerful new moon for Cancer to place themselves where they want to be. That's the best way of explaining that, is you placing yourself where do you want to be. Just ask yourself, where do I want to be? And realizing your own personal power and your own spiritual power, your own divine power. Okay? This can be very healing for you, and this can help you with how you relate to others and how they relate to you regarding things that is owed to you, in a sense. So the best way to say it is that you give a lot, so it's okay for you to receive, and you should surround yourself with people that um, are given to you as you are to them, and don't overextend your energy. So find that perfect balance for you in your existence. Okay, for Leo, it will be some of the eighth house and ninth house. So some of you will be dealing with finances, other people's finances, kind of like Cancer. And then some of you will be dealing with traveling and other people moving and other people's schedule and how that will affect you in the new moon. So set some positive intentions around that, and try not to make other people issue your main focus or other people's decision. Don't let it affect you in a negative way. So try to communicate in the best way possible. Okay, so that you start your new moon with less chaos from others and the way that you perceive things, your own chaos, okay? Virgo will be experiencing that Lilith energy. You'll be experiencing the ninth house, and a lot of attention is going to be on Virgo too at this new moon. You're in the MC. So it's like 24/7. That 24 degrees, I feel like it's like 24/7, right? So it's like a constant. So sometimes you'll be getting really good deals or really good blessings at this new moon. Negative and positive, but you can flip it all to benefit you. And it's like a mathematical kind of energy. It's kind of like how to maneuver through the good and the bad, and making sure that you keep yourself leveled and grounded. That's going to be the big message for Virgo, and balancing the emotions and really delegating things to different people. So a big on communicating with people that you know, so that you can delegate out the things that you need to get done, so that the pressure doesn't feel so strong on you to get things done, and it'll be a better experience for you. All right. I have to change up the way I'm sitting here. Get out of my lotus pose. Circulation. Okay, so that's going to be really powerful for you. And the 10th house is your career, so it'll be very big for your career, this new moon. Very positive. Okay, now for Libra, you'll be in the feeling some of your 10th house career issues. Okay, mostly that for you guys. Okay, some of you a little bit of the 11th house. So a mixture of career for some of you in that 10th house Capricorn energy, and your purpose, and trying to find your purpose, redirection, trying to find your power, and power in the most positive way where it's healthy and balanced. And then on the 11th house is friendships and groups, and making sure you're not messing that up. And you know how you want to be seen by others and a group of friends and an associate and work and stuff like that. So making sure that you're bringing balance to yourself so that your 10th and 11th house experiences are good, and remembering that you're working on your south node. So there's a lot of south node karma, a lot of south node lessons. So what comes easy for you in work, and because we're here to really work, survive, enjoy our life, all that good stuff. But where the nodes come in is, how do you function in life? How do you benefit yourself and others? What is your talent, your gift to help you throughout life? So you're experiencing that while you're in the node, okay, with your opposite sign, Aries. So that's going to be interesting. Now, Scorpio with no planets there, you are experiencing the 11th and 12th house. So it's a lot of friendship, your goals, mainly your group of friendships and how you communicate with them is going to be really powerful. How things work out, okay? If you're working, if you're in the work field, it will affect your work. If you're in your social friendship group, it's how you communicate what you say. Why are you saying it? Is it necessary? Is it needed? So just be mindful of that so that you can start that new moon, that new fresh start in a positive way. So look how you communicate with people. Why do you want to communicate with them? What's that 11th house issue that needs to heal, maybe? Okay, what are you contributing by saying certain things? Is it helpful? Is it not helpful? And in the 12th, for some of you experiencing the 12th house, it's how your actions manifest what you're experiencing. And just be mindful of not sabotaging yourself, because Scorpio is naturally in their 8th house. It talks about self-sabotage too. They're known for that. But also in the 12th house, they really talk about that. So be mindful of how you isolate yourself from people that mean you well, and just how your mind might work in things that's not real, right? What you're thinking might not be real. So, especially if it's negative. So kind of free yourself from that and be positive, because people love you and they love your energy and what you're smart about and your good advice, okay? So Sagittarius, it will be a very lucky new moon for you with the fortune energy in your sign. So, you could be lucky with winning money. You could be lucky with your finances. So it's a really great new moon for everyone, for their finances and their house, home possessions. A good time to start looking into real estate for everyone, like, planning on moving. A lot of people that I notice are moving or thinking about moving. So, anything to do with real estate, anything to do with your possessions, all of that. So Sagittarius, that will be important. Venus is in your sign, so be balanced and mindful when it comes to love issues. And you also have Mars, so you have the balance of that fighter energy. So you can use Mercury. You have Mercury, excuse me. Capricorn has Mars, which I didn't mention earlier, but you can still feel that energy close enough, right? But you have the Mercury energy there too. So how you're communicating, what your love language, how you communicate in fighting for what you want. So being in the first house, you're going to, and in the ascendant, you're going to be getting a lot of attention. So whatever energy you're putting towards Sagittarius is going to benefit you financially, and it's going to help you to communicate even better. So this is a great new moon for you to work out some things where you feel that there needs to be more balance in how you're nurtured, how you're cared for with that Venus energy, and then how things were communicated. So now you can communicate it in a really good way. And whatever you're doing is going to have a big message. So make sure that you are on the right foot. You are upstanding on the right foot. You're doing everything right so that you have a good turnout outcome for whatever it is that you're doing. Okay, and then we circle back now to Capricorn, and Capricorn does have that Mars energy. So this, like I said, this is going to be a great time for everyone to really look at their finances. And it's a good thing leading into January, or being in January in this new year. Okay. And it's a great time to remember that, your New Year's resolutions is great. You can set the intention on the new moon, but don't force yourself to, do everything and commit heavily. Start out your New Year's resolutions, everyone, very slowly. Maybe if you want to start going to the gym, because I teach fitness as well. If you want to go to the gym, start it out slowly. Go once a week. If you know that you had no business before working out, you don't even like it. Just go slowly. Take it slowly, because we did start the January, or the calendar new year, I call it, in a retrograde, in the retrograde, what is it? I think it was Mercury and Jupiter. So, things, it's just slowly happening. So don't force it, any intentions you want, any big changes, just move slowly into it. Okay? Everything will start flowing. Everything will happen in its right time. Don't overdo anything. Just take it easy. But the new moon, great time to infuse some positive energy, excuse me, because the next full moon is going to be in Leo on January 25th, and that's going to be the wolf moon coming up. And yesterday it was windy where I am, so the wind was howling the last 2 nights, the last 3 nights, but mainly the last 2 nights. And then this morning, I was watching the weather, and they were mentioning it's a wolf moon, full moon coming up, and I'm like, oh my God, the wind is howling. They were putting that together, But yeah, it's like, just take your time in getting into the energy of the new year. This new year felt really slow moving. It felt really relaxed, more relaxed than last year. So things will keep moving forward this year, but it will just move slowly. Okay? So that's the new moon in Capricorn horoscope for all the signs, and the prediction for you guys. Have a really good new moon, and hopefully you'll see this video, before the new moon, on the new moon, so you can start, journaling down, how was this new moon for me? Did someone I know experience any kind of, money issues, and things that is important to them, things that they have, their own personal resources? How can your own personal resources benefit you? How can they help you? How can they be helpful for someone else? So it's just all of that positive energy, kind of, recycling. All right. It's a great new moon to really empower you for what will bring you safety, what will give you stability, right? The things that you possess. So a very powerful new moon, I feel, for home. You know, a lot of things will be affecting, say, home. We've had a lot of different weather changes happening, so in different areas. So really look into that, and how can I make my home safe? Do I want to move? What things can I do around my land to keep that safe? So that will be a very powerful energy and new moon for people. So start doing some new things, you know, maybe how you eat and what you grow and all of that. So it's a very powerful kind of earthy, grounded new moon, but one that's very powerful and determined. And it's a second house energy of Taurus, which is powered by that Venus energy, right? And that the Venus energy is like the Mars, where it knows how to fight, but it fight in the Venus way, the feminine way, and it knows how to attract and to receive. All right, so happy new moon, everyone. Thank you all for watching. Click like, subscribe to the channel and leave your comments, something good, something helpful and positive. All right? Or if you have any questions. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, peace.